Okay, so I think that God has a really amazing sense of humor. You know, because she made me with this 16-inch dick that can't reach shit, guys. I took yoga and everything, believe me, I tried. It doesn't work. And I am not trying to say that God makes mistakes, but if she would have made me with a few less ribs, it would have been perfect. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I identify as a left-handed person. Guys, you can't assume that just because someone only has a right hand that they're right-handed. You know, because I feel like if a woman can identify as a man without a dick, then I can be trans-lefty. So I may only have one hand, right? But the only thing disabled about me is my handicap parking permit. Because membership has its privileges, guys. So I applied for my handicap parking permit. And they were like, what's your disability? And I was like, well, my arms are kind of uneven. And they denied me, guys. They said because that doesn't impede my ability to walk. I was like, it does when you walk on your hands. So I appealed that, right? And I sent them a video of me walking to the car on my hand arm, hand arm, hand arm. And they denied me again, guys. They said that they don't enable people to be disabled. Next time I want to get to the car, use my feet. And that's when I realized it. My legs were holding me back, guys. So I threw myself down the basement stairs, and I got my handicap parking permit, guys. Because I have learned that when you want something in life, you gotta commit. And I am certifiably committable. Don't fuck with me. Oh my gosh. A little bit more about me. I have been married for 26 years, guys. Yeah. Mostly because neither one of us went to go to jail for murder. But we made it. And we have, you know, and a lot of times after a show, you know, I have ardent supporters who come up to me and they go, how did you manage to hold on to a man for 26 years? And I look him in the eye and I tell him it's simple. Single-handedly. Because that's fucking ignorant to ask me, you know what I'm saying? That one's right up there with people. Another ignorant thing I get all the time sometimes is people coming up to me and saying, it's such a shame that you only have one hand, because you're such a pretty person. Like if I had a hunchback and a clubfoot, it would be perfectly acceptable. But my husband and I, we have 5 girls and 3 boys. Yeah. Thank you. You know how some people keep trying for a boy or a girl? We just love fucking. But we both learned a lot after having child number 8. You know, we learned about birth control. We exercised some self-control. And now we only use remote controls in the bedrooms. If we have any more kids, I guess their names will be Netflix, Hulu, and Apple. Which could be some perfectly acceptable white African-American names. I don't know. Oh gosh, let me tell you about one of my badass kids. One day, my husband told our 13-year-old that she needed to get off the phone and go to bed. Only she didn't appreciate his attitude. So she went in the other room and she called 911 on her father, guys. Because she's a fucking bitch, right? And you know the police officers came. You know, they were ready to take my husband off to jail. They looked her in the eye and they were like, tell us what your daddy did to you, little lady. And she said, he told me to get off the phone and go to bed. He said, then he hit you with the phone and threw you down the stairs, right? And she's like, no, somebody needs to clean the wax out their ears. First of all, my daddy never hits me. I said he told me to get off the phone and go to bed. That cop took one look at her, he walked away. He took one look at my husband and he said, you need to beat her ass. Because she got an attitude problem, you know? One more fun fact about me is that I am the only straight woman in my family. Yeah, I'm also the only woman in my family who happens to have one hand, which means we have located the gay gene, ladies and gentlemen. It's in your left hand. And the funniest thing about that, though, is that some of you are sitting there with left hands right now, don't even know you're gay. And yeah, my mom is gay. I have a lesbian daughter, a bisexual daughter, and a gender fluid daughter. Which is making me start to believe that being straight is a choice that I made. And I don't understand why religions are so against homosexuality, you know? Because when you look at it, right, homosexuality reduces the number of unwanted pregnancies by 100%. Plus, it's fiscally responsible, you know? Like, if your daughter marries another man, the families get to cut the wedding expenses in half. Okay, so if your son marries another man, fuck him, make him pay for his own wedding. That way you're not too disappointed should you discover that your son happens to be the bottom one. Listen, I know that I am not the only one who prefers my son to be a giver in this scenario. Am I right? Am I right? I'm gonna leave you on this one. Thank you very much. My name is Mutiyaa Vision.